Sunday again. Happy
Sunday,
Cinco de
Sunday.
Mayo.
It's Cinco de Mayo?
Yes. 5th of May.
Wow. Where have I been?
So I hope you guys are enjoying your margaritas or whatever.
If you,
And it's beautiful outside. It's like actually warm. I actually left the house without a jacket. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's nice today. Nice weather. It's not bad. I didn't even know it was Cinco de Mayo. What is going on with me? I'm thinking it's like next week or something.
Nope, it's always the 5th of May. Because Cinco de Mayo means 5th of May.
I didn't even realize. Didn't even realize it.
Yeah, so you guys are getting out and enjoying the weather.
So people are definitely about to be drunk tonight.
They're probably gonna be drunk all day.
So what's the chances of people between partying Cinco de Mayo and watching Game of Thrones?
If you really appreciate Game of Thrones, I feel like they'll be back home in time for Game of Thrones.
So they'll be
You
back
have to
by
make
9.
that a priority. Like, oh, I gotta get home.
They'll be back by 9.
It's time for Game of Thrones. After last week, how could you miss this episode today? Like, you have to be a crazy person.
Yeah, you definitely. I don't know. For some reason, though, I think these next 2 episodes are going to be kind of on the slow side.
How many are left?
3.
Okay.
So it's only 3 more episodes. I think these next 2 are going to be slow, or maybe this one might be slow. Next one might heat up a little bit, but I look at it like being like how they did. They opened up those 2 episodes with story, and then it came to a battle. So now they're trying to recoup from the battle.
Right. There's going to be some recouping
right.
to take place.
They're trying to recoup from the battle, and they got to take on Cersei, so they can't just run until a fight because they're not ready. She got a big army. So I think next 2 episodes will be some more like story, some people doing some shiesty stuff, because everybody still ain't just cool or on board yet, you know. And especially since they beat the undead, they like, hey, now we can go back to being ourselves.
Right.
I don't like you as a queen and stuff like that. So
I don't know. I'm really excited. I can't take any more heart attacks after they gave me the heart attack last week. So
they said that episode costed $15 million to make. $15 million for that one
probably $15 million. It probably took like 60 days to
episode.
Film. Jesus.
They said they had like 700 extras, like 700 people or something like that.
That is
for the battle.
So many people on the set. Like,
crazy.
700 people.
I said, well, at least you know they're getting some. They making. I mean, their ratings is is definitely pretty good.
Yeah.
Seeing that they got that type of budget for one episode.
Man.
It's
Game of Thrones just seems just like an expensive show to make anyway. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if most episodes are like super pricey.
right.
Like,
And then you look at the CGI.
man.
Involved with having to make dragons and
Right.
stuff like that. So that definitely cost some money.
Man. Hey Amanda.
What up?
But yeah.
Checking us out. We over here talking about Game of Thrones. We got some stuff to talk about with the with the ladies in a moment.
He's always trying to pick on the ladies.
No, I'm not.
Last week, what was it? Oh, no, that was last week, the role reversal?
No, that was like a
2 weeks
couple episodes ago.
Like, I feel like you're just always trying to just pick on us.
Couple
What we
episodes
do.
ago. No, I'm not trying to pick on ladies. I think it's a lot to talk about with men as well, but ladies.
I guess I'm gonna have to start bringing those topics.
Hey, I'm a man, so I'm gonna think about
Right.
the male perspective. I'm not gonna really come with the. But we're gonna talk about the women still play hard to get in their 30s.
I mean, are we saying there's something wrong with it if they do or don't? Or
I mean, now playing hard to get as far as dating, like say you like somebody and y'all been talking, you know, like how many dates are y'all going on? How many, you know, what are you putting this fella through before, you know, y'all start to take y'all relationship somewhere, before y'all become
like a thing?
Intimate in a thing and all of that? Because most relationships, I mean, you take a woman probably out a couple times, probably won't, you know what I'm saying? Like, who got a 90-day rule? Who?
I don't. Nobody.
Who's lasting that 90 days to, you know what I'm saying, find out if this is the person that they're really trying to talk to?
Nobody.
Right, so that's what I meant. Like, so it was like, I did a poll, it was like 57% said that women still do play hard to get. And the other, 43% said no. I was one of those people that said women don't play hard to get anymore.
They just play easy to get. Pretty much, yeah.
I think they know, you know, it's, you know, I think people take being grown, or just not even, or just the thought of being grown too seriously. Like, they think that since they're older, you know what I'm saying, they're doing all of this stuff for themselves, you know, they tend to act like they really know what they want, you know, and they jump into things sexually just based on sexual desires before they actually know, you know, is this person a good person? You know, is he gonna treat me right?
Like, men do that
Is he
too.
gonna cheat?
It's not exclusive to women.
But that's the thing, that's the point of playing hard to get. A man don't have to play that role. We don't gotta play hard to get.
So you're allowed to just be easy. Got it.
Like,
all right.
We don't, because men only do what women allow. It's just how it's been. You know what I mean? If you allow it, a man gonna take it. So if you're not setting, you know, something in place, like he has to do so many things before y'all take off and get there, then what? You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna get it easy, and he gonna probably...
Ernest said he plays hard to get. I think Reese is doubting you.
Nah.
See? Told you men play hard to get.
We can't.
You can.
How?
He just said he does.
How? You pursuing the woman. You can't play hard to get. She'll go find another guy. She'll be like, oh, he bullshit. Go talk to somebody else. So how does that work for a man to play hard to get?
Right.
Right. So, like I said, so women ain't putting nothing in play, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, hey, we it don't even gotta be 90 days, it be 60 days, you know, 2 months, especially if y'all like hanging out, you know, like whether y'all going out or y'all coming over each other crib or whatever, y'all conversating, you know what I mean? Like really take a moment to feel out the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like see if he's willing to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you might you might wait the 2 months and he might dip. You know what I mean? Because he like, hey, I ain't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? So now you just saved yourself from however much time you could have wasted, you know what I mean, dealing with this person if you would have put out sooner. You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, they were just here for that.
Yeah.
So.
Man, I am having so many technical difficulties with all my devices today. That's why I'm looking down so much.
Oh, your tablet not working?
It won't connect to the...
Won't connect to the Wi-Fi?
Yeah. For whatever reason. I don't know. Ernest said his mama don't allow him to have girls over yet. Okay.
This nigga right here.
Have you had some Cinco de Mayo margaritas? Ernest?
Right. I say his mom don't allow him. But yeah. But me personally, I just don't see women from being in my 30s versus my early 20s, you know, like I definitely see a difference in when you go out and dating, you know, how long, you know, before, like, it's been...
It's that they can't hear us, but it's got to be on his end because other people can
Right,
hear
other
us.
people can hear us. So, I don't know. Yeah, and I turned the volume up.
Sorry, you're going to have to figure it out. We good over here.
But yeah, so, like, yeah, back to what I was saying. Lost my train of thought for a second. But it's definitely a difference in, you know what I'm saying, like how many dates, all of that stuff. And I think it's just because, you know, like women come into this thing where they're grown now, they got this mindset on they know what they want. And they just like, hey, I already know what I want. You know what I'm saying? I like this guy. I'm grown. I can do what I want. Versus, you know what I'm saying, like when you were younger, you know, it was kind of a different thought process to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you have to figure, you didn't know what you want when you were younger. Like, you need time.
I mean, I don't even necessarily think that. Just as far as like the way that you were raised, you know what I'm saying? Coming up as a teenager, 18, 19 years old, you know, you just not getting involved in it. You know, it's still like the nervous factor, you know, a whole bunch of things taking place. You know what I mean? Like, this is still an act that people don't want you to do just yet. You know what I mean? Like family members, your mom, dad, whoever. And, you know, you carry those thoughts with you, you know, you carry that stuff with you when you talking to somebody, you know, so you more likely to talk to them longer, you know, feel them out, all of that stuff. Versus now that you're grown, you've been having sex, you like, hey, I know what I want, you know what I mean? I've been having sex, I'm grown, I can do this, this, and that, you know what I'm saying? This is a pretty cool person, let's do it or whatever. Versus, you know, like, what have we learned about one another? You know what I'm saying? What some things, you know what I'm saying? Like, what red flags did you ignore?
Right.
You know, because you was like, oh, he cute, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, so now y'all done had sex, y'all done made the relationship physical, and some months down the line, you know what I'm saying, you like, damn, this nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? He yelling, he doing all of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? He's showing his real attitude.
Jerry says if she knew then versus what she knows now, man, ain't that just like the fact of life?
Right. You always be like, man, like.
Oh, if I knew that.
Right.
At that time.
So, but that's the thing though too, like, cause now knowing these things, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you plan on moving forward? Cause now you know, you can be like, man, if I knew this sooner, but now you know. So what do you plan on doing now moving forward to better your dating experience? You know what I mean? Like, okay, let me really see if this person in it or really trying, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing if they really not just after this, because we all got
Hey, Christina.
sexual desires and stuff like that, but who in it for what? If you give it up too quick, it's still a lot of vital things you don't know about this person. You don't know about just the state of them as a person. What issues are they dealing with? You know what I'm saying? What baggage they come along with? What's, just all kind of different things. So, but I think that it should be more women who play hard to get. Just for the simple fact of that, you know what I'm saying? Like you can find out if somebody really into you for you. You know what I mean? Like if they just talking to you and they really, cause you could be talking to a guy, and he could be somebody that you don't really like that, or, like a friend, but he wants to get with you.
Right.
And then like, soon as you, let that be known that he's a friend, like, the conversations kind of drop off. He don't hit you up as much. You find yourself having to hit him up. You know what I'm saying? And you could have just been talking shit at the end of the day. You could have just been like saying like, hey, you still want to feel this out. Let's just be friends, whatever the case may be. And he done already ducked off and gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you see them disappear, and you're like, oh, okay, so I saved myself from something. You know what I mean? Like, because that's all he was after. You know what I mean? Versus, it's somebody who you can say that to, and they might stick it through. Like, they might still hit you up every day. They might still, want to hang out with you and do certain things, just to see if it goes somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, but you'll have people who will immediately stop as soon as they find out like the slightest chance of them getting you is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, all right, and they'll keep up a conversation for 2-3 days, and then they like, oh, you like, oh, what's going on with you? They're like, I'm busy. I've been busy. I got a lot going on, this, that, and the third, trying to avoid you because they like, she on some other shit. She on some bullshit, but it definitely shows some value as well. You know what I mean? Because like, man, she just ain't out here getting down like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? She taking her time. She filling me out. You know what I'm saying? She making me work for something. You know what I'm saying? She sees herself as a prize.
Yeah. Jerry said baby daddy versus husband. Maurice knows the hell I went through with the baby daddy. Too busy trying to make him happy instead of really knowing my worth. Also, hey Kevin.
Right. And yeah, I think it's a shortage, nice shortage of women that not only play hard to get, but just value themselves in general. Like, I don't think they want someone to value them, but they're not valuing themselves the way that they should as well. You know what I mean? Like, they be like, a guy got to do this, a guy got to do that. But like, what are you doing for someone to do these things for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the steps that you're taking as a woman? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, shit, I got it kind of quick. You know what I'm saying? What's to stop the next man from getting it like that? So where do you place your value as a woman? You know what I'm saying? Because if you holding it to a certain standard, you know what I'm saying, a man will definitely see where you hold these values. Like, oh, she she making me work. Me personally.
Look, ladies, you're allowed to have sex. Go do what you want.
I'm not saying that.
We're adults, all right? You want to have sex the first day? Have it the first day. You want to wait 30 days? Wait 30 days. They do the same thing, and they're not sitting around worried about their value. So, live your life, boo, whatever you want.
That's the thing, though. Like you say, men do the same thing, right? So you said, so who has to give it up? I gotta try. You gotta okay it. So if I meet you on the first day, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm coming at you, I'm trying to get it, you gotta say yeah. Because otherwise it's rape.
That is true.
So
that's rape.
So where is that placing your value?
But you don't value yourself if you're trying to do
it
on the first day.
And what are you
also don't value yourself?
What are you doing? How do you look at this man also? Now, I'm not saying like I said, when you was talking about just like ladies have sex, okay, you can, yeah. But is this person just the sex, or somebody that you trying to be with?
You don't know yet.
So
figure that out later. Just be safe. Practice safe sex.
Definitely.
But other than that, do whatever you want. Who cares?
You said who cares?
No, we're grown. Bye.
Ladies, have some value. Men,
have some value and stop trying to do it to people on the first day you meet them. Value yourselves, gentlemen.
Exactly. I agree.
So the lesson is everyone value yourself.
I agree.
This is not a conversation about women. This is a conversation about people.
Yeah. You know, but the women playing hard to get. Yeah, it's definitely not a nice majority of women playing hard to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many steps does it take?
And I mean, maybe some women just meet somebody like, I just want to have sex with him. That's okay too. We're not here to judge you.
No, definitely not. Is that being said? Is that something that's like, hey, I just want to...
I mean, I don't know if any woman says that.
Right, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Because now,
okay,
like,
as long as they say it, like, I just want.
I mean,
your penis.
I think that men.
I want your penis, but I don't want the body that's attached.
I think that men should say that too. I think that men should say, I'm not looking for a relationship or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But we grown.
Jared says, we know in the first few minutes of meeting you if we are giving it up or not.
Exactly.
And Jermaine is here. Hey, Jermaine.
And you know that quickly, but I mean, I guess it depends on the situation. Is this somebody that you see that you want to go to the long haul with, or is it somebody that you just sexually attracted to?
So the point is just lay everything out on the table immediately. Like, look, I'm probably not calling you again after this. And if it's bad, I'm definitely not calling you again after this.
Hey.
Jermaine, I did give you a shout out. Right. I said Jermaine is here.
Jermaine in the building. Shout out to Jermaine.
Happy now? Jeez.
Shout out to Jermaine.
You want a segment while you're at it? Let me just give you one.
Man. But yeah. But Jermaine, our are women still playing hard to get in their 30s? Do you think women are playing hard to get?
Wow, angry faces and punches? You're violent. I offered you a segment. Don't be like that.
Right, say a segment.
Jermaine said, yes.
They are? Okay.
With lots of S's.
Okay. Okay. So some women still playing hard to get out here. I see. They got a little, they're making you work.
Jerry said, her and her husband set up ground rules. This is just sex. 11 years later, they're still together and married 3 years. I mean, your boundaries, your ground rules are allowed to change. That's cool.
Right. They can change, for sure.
Shoot, you might be like, this is just sex, but I kind of like this person. I'll keep them. Happens.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
Also, advertising moment. I have to get a shout out to where I got this cool shirt. You're welcome, Black culture. Thank you. We give y'all everything. This shirt is from Melanin Mafia. On Facebook, they're Melanin Mafia Apparel. Instagram is Melanin Mafia _. And you can shop with them at melaninmafia.com. If you want me to wear your merchandise, send me a shirt. I'll wear it. It's cool. And shout you out. You're welcome.
All right, so see, Jermaine said, stuck up. If you say hi, you thirsty. So it is some women out here that's like that. So say if you just try to talk to them, they think you are automatically trying to get them in they pants or whatever. You just be like, what's up? And they give you a little funky ass attitude.
It's because more often than not, they are trying to do that. So you can't blame women for, I mean, it's just based on experience.
Yeah, I mean, they probably got a lot of dudes trying to holler, you know. But sometimes, if every person isn't trying, though.
But I'm not just going to automatically be rude. Like, ugh, you thirsty. I'll just say hi back, but not make any eye contact.
Everybody ain't trying. Like, I know I seen,
Hey, Nikki.
It was this girl that was at my sister's wedding. And I seen her at Kroger. Mm-hmm. And I went up to her, you know, and I was like, oh, hey, how you doing or whatever, you know. She didn't even make eye contact with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was instantly ready to shoot me down. You know what I'm saying? And when I seen that she wasn't even looking at me, giving me eye contact, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, she think I'm trying to
stay
holler
ready.
at her.
You ain't
You
gotta
know what I'm
get
saying?
ready.
She think I'm trying to holler. So I tell her, like, you know, like, yeah, I'm Ebony, brother. You know, you was in the wedding. Whoop. And then she finally looks me in my face, and she's like, oh, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But it's
she
like,
thought you were like a creepy stranger.
You were ready to just be like, I'm good on everything. Like, damn, like, you could have looked at me a long time ago and would have known who I was. You know what I'm saying? But was instantly ready to shoot me down. Rude and shit. It was like,
it be hard out here, man. We don't be wanting to be bothered. So sorry that you automatically assume we're being bothered. Our bad. Whatever.
Everybody ain't trying to holler. Some people just being nice. Some people, you know, just talking, making conversation, you know. And we all can't just be, you can't be mean to everybody.
Why not?
She said, who was that? I'll tell you.
That's gotta be a personal conversation. I'm not gonna put it out here on here right now.
But yeah, but it was crazy because, like, you know what I'm saying, like, she, like, my daughter just was like drawn to this person throughout everything. Like, my daughter just kept on messing with this person, you know, like, and I had to constantly keep going to get my daughter from her, you know, because Naya would just go to her, you know, and yeah, like seeing her in public, you know what I'm saying? She was like rude. I was like, I wasn't even trying to holler. Like, I just was saying, what's up? You know, like, how you been doing or whatever, you know? And they were on one.
Jermaine said, I asked the girl how old she was because she looked young, but I'm not even going to read it.
What is that? She said, I'm not even going to read it.
Never mind. Jermaine said some.
But her, oh. Yeah.
Yes, Jerry, that radar just be going off, like, sometimes by mistake, like, oh, my bad.
Fuck boy radar, like, damn, what the fuck, what makes him a fuck boy? what classifies him as that? Like, is a woman just thinking that I'm a fuck boy right off jump, like?
Yep, you're one by default, and then you have to prove that you aren't.
You gotta prove that you're not.
But you start off as one.
Like, so you automatically in the fuckboy category. Are,
but then you have.
But you gotta work your way up. So what's the next step after fuckboy? Like, nice guy, gentleman. Like what? Like, what is going on here? Like, that's the what tier? You start off in the fuckboy tier, like, and then you gotta work your way up that ladder.
Yeah, you would just start there. Like, you gotta start from the bottom anyway. Like, you can't just come in the top. It don't work that way.
Well, I get it. Cause you definitely gotta fill out the woman. You gotta make sure she ain't just out here doing the most and shit, you know. Cause she can appear to be one. She could be a little freak, a little hoe. Be out here messing with everybody. So.
Jerry said, yes, we are. You are a fuckboy off top. You are.
Damn.
Nikki says levels to this. There are.
Damn. See, fellas?
Start at the bottom of the ladder.
See this, fellas?
You gotta inch yourself up from there. But you're starting down there.
We fuckboys to start with, fellas.
You are. Sorry. You are.
Man.
Yeah, you are.
I don't think that most women can even decipher if, like, even if he come across and he nice and he cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think that some women can decipher that this nigga not a fuckboy. Or do you know he a fuckboy and you still fucking with him?
Some do.
Like,
some do.
Cause you meet a nigga, you talking to a nigga and he ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying? Can't pick you up, you picking him up. So what? He's still there? He not the fuckboy no more?
I mean, not to me. He's still there. He's gone. Bye.
like
Jermaine, why are you crying? Because you're a fuckboy? It's okay.
Cause we start out as fuckboys. We gotta work our way up to.
It's nothing personal. It's business.
We gotta work our way up to knight in shining armor and shit.
No, men don't get to knight in shining armor.
We don't get there.
I
think I'm a knight in shining armor. I don't know. I don't care what nobody say.
All right, knight.
You know. We double sipping at the same time, but
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Y'all out here drinking.
But these aren't margaritas. I wish it was a margarita.
I think I might get one for Game of Thrones tonight. Yeah, sit there.
Nikki says she speaks, she's nice, she talks to everyone, but that's probably because she's not available.
They say that married people are more more open, that they conversate more, you know what I'm saying, than single people.
Jermaine said some niggas are fuck boys in nice boy clothing. It's like the wolf and sheep.
Man. I know
They
a lot.
be pretending. Like,
I know a lot of chicks that's
they're
dating
good
niggas.
actor.
I know a lot of chicks that's dating niggas that's just fuck boys, like all the way around. Like
Jerry is killing me right now. She said sometimes it's just in y'all DNA. No matter how hard you try, you will forever be a fuckboy. Like, jeez, you have no hope. You're just gonna die that way. Like, you will remain the same throughout your life.
It's crazy though, because when you meet somebody, you talking to a girl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like when she talk about previous relationships, it seemed like every guy was that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, so you've never had a good man. your entire dating cycle. Every guy that you've ever talked to has been a fuckboy.
Man.
But
you gotta be meeting them all like at the same place or something.
It'd be different.
Don't go there no more.
It'd be different places.
Stop going to that place.
And niggas be fuckboys. So it's like, can you even decipher if this man is not a fuckboy anymore? Because you didn't deal with so many of them. You're dealing with so many. What classifies this man not to be one? How do you know he's not one? Because it'd be like, what about your ex? Like, he is a clown. Fuckboy. So how do you know?
I mean, you just gotta stop accepting the same behaviors. If all your exes look the same on paper, we need you to change your standards a little bit. And stop going to that same place. The fuckboy market.
The fuckboy market.
Nicole said she was married 15 years. She communicates more now than she did then. Man.
Yeah.
You did 15 years in? Man.
Yeah. They say
sorry.
Married people conversate more. They're more open to conversation more, you know.
Man.
Than single people. Because I know I'll be places and I'll be like, don't talk to me.
I mean, I think that's just a you thing.
That's just a me thing.
Probably just would be married and still don't want anybody to talk to you. That's just an introvert thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely introverted. I don't really want people talking to me like that. Just random people coming up and talking. But if a random person did talk to me, I'm not gonna be rude. I talk, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm not interested. If it's a girl, you know, with girl don't really be shooting their shot. But if it's a girl shooting their shot, you know what I mean, then I'm gonna be nice. You know, at least I'm not about to just shoot her down and shit. Like, nah, you ain't even my type, boo. Move on.
Jermaine, you're not allowed to comment. Get out of here.
Fuck boys got good dick. You must be one, nigga.
Right. You seem like the expert, the authority on this.
Because I'm not about to say that. I don't know.
He's the authority on this. So he must be like
if they do or don't.
President
You know what I'm
of
saying?
the Fuckboy Club.
Because I don't roll in that realm. I try to be as gentlemanly as possible, as respectable as possible. I respect women they to the utmost. I respect all of the stuff that they do as women. So I don't move in that realm to know what fuckboys have.
Well, just ask Jermaine.
And I don't think
Give you all the details.
And I don't think that just sex is why they're messing with that person. You know what I'm saying? It's other factors why they're talking to this person. Like, you know, a woman can see the potential that he doesn't see, you know, and she wants to build him up, you know, like good sex ain't really got too much to do with that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Cause you could be having great sex, you know what I'm saying? And y'all don't have nothing to spark you conversation wise. She'll still go off and have sex with somebody who don't have good sex like you do, but that person has the conversation that you don't. So, I don't think that they'll just be sticking around and be fucking around with a fuckboy and get, you know, because you're giving them good sex. It's other factors. But, you know.
I don't know. You looking for a fuckboy? Message Jermaine. Okay. If that's your style. It's like, let me stop. Don't hate me. Okay?
Man.
I'm just joking. Cinco de Mayo.
Right, we over here drinking, so we getting early start on our Cinco de Mayo. But yeah, so if he's a fuckboy off top.
Nicole said, sex is a basic need. Don't choose your life partner on that. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
eventually you're going to be like, this sex is good, but you about dumb as a box of rocks. And I don't like it.
He said, I don't like it. So if he's a fuckboy off jump, right? So every man, so I'm just learning this today.
Yeah.
So we all fuck boys off top.
When you're born, you come out a fuck baby.
We graduate.
You graduate to fuck boy.
So until you deem us otherwise. So
Jerry said, Jermaine, I love you, but you got fuckboy tendencies. Sorry, Jermaine. I didn't know you was coming here and we was just gonna like assault you with our words. That wasn't the plan. Please watch the show.
Right.
Again.
So this goes hand in hand with the topic, right? So if every man is if y'all considering every man to be a fuckboy off top, right? So
okay, Jermaine said he's a good guy.
So playing hard to get should be more something that you should do more. You should want to do more.
Because you want him to
because they're
climb
all
the ladder and graduate.
So you want him to climb the ladder, right? From fuckboy to the next step.
You can have
before
sex with him.
You have sex with him. Because this is how I look at it. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not the best, like, as far as just, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm not balling all of this shit. You know, I'm a regular dude. You know what I'm saying? But I have my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that men, like, if you meet a man and this man doesn't have anything, he ain't got the crib, he ain't got the car, he needs you for everything. How do you still have sex with these men? I don't think that these men
just a big penis and good sex, and that's all you want. Like, maybe you got your own too, and so you're like, look,
but now
I don't want anything other than this from you.
But now you bringing in attachments that you don't necessarily need, because now he might really like you. He might have feelings for you.
And you say, shut up, I don't care. I'm
like,
totally kidding, but
so
I mean, it's kind of not kidding.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
okay, and that's when you tell him, like, we are just doing it.
Like, I can only call you for this. I can't call you for nothing else. Like, I can't call you. I can't.
With friends with benefits.
I can't call you to hang a picture. You know, because you don't.
I can't call you to hang a picture. Look,
you don't
I hang all my own pictures.
You ain't got no man skills. You just can have sex.
That's when you get your own skills. You know how I fix everything around my house? YouTube. I went on YouTube to learn how to, like, snake a drain. Like, you did that. You can do all that yourself. You can hang your own pictures. I Googled how to anchor a picture into the wall. Like, now give me your sex and leave so I can hang my picture.
So this is the thing. This is another thing, right? So
Jerry said you can have sex without attachment. Absolutely.
Of course.
Like,
I believe that. I believe that. Honestly. Now, but
sorry, y'all.
You know, what if you're a woman? You're not, you know what I'm saying? Every woman ain't out here on birth control, this, that, and the third. So you fucking with this dude, he don't have nothing. You fuck around and you get pregnant because you just want to have sex.
Smarter.
Right? You fuck around and you get pregnant, now you stuck with this nigga.
Okay, those are the people that need to be smarter.
Who can't take care of their kid.
They need to make their safety priority one. Get on.
Because I don't care
if you want to go have sex.
I don't care if it's just sex or I'm really trying to chase you. The woman still has to reach my criteria. Like, she still has to have at least what I have.
Okay, but every guy don't have criteria. Many guys' criteria is, does she have a vagina? Check.
She gotta be at least. She gotta be at least where I'm at. I don't care about just having sex, like, cause if we mess around, you got my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I already got an absentee baby mama in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need another one.
No comment.
I don't need it. And this is just, and that's what I was saying. Like when we was talking earlier in the conversation, and I was saying, like, you know, what have you learned now from? Because you say, if I would have known this sooner, what have you learned now? These are the things that I've learned.
Jerry said, "Stop going raw. If it's just sex, right? Like if it's just sex, just be smart about your just sex. Okay? Don't wind up in a position where you have a baby with somebody who didn't graduate from the bottom of the ladder yet. Be smart. Like, if you're an adult, you're a grown up.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Nikki, why you face?
But women ain't being
I
women.
feel like it's
women
the
and
same
men.
reason that I wouldn't comment on what he said.
Women and men aren't being smart in that area, protection wise. Women and men aren't valuing themselves the way that they should when it comes to holding off on sex, getting to know a person, all of these things that we've been talking about this whole entire time. You know, we could say that you should have safe sex if you're just having sex. We could say that we're grown and we can have sex if we want to and know this and this and that. But how many of us are actually practicing these things that we are saying?
Well, let's practice it, people. Okay.
I have learned from. I've learned from past mistakes. I'm somebody who learns from my mistakes, and I try to better myself moving forward. You know, like the way I choose. Excuse me. The way I choose people and all of that stuff is different from the way that I used to do it. You know what I'm saying? So when I was younger, I could say, oh yeah, you know, I was out here trying to knock everything down. You know what I mean? As I'm a man now, I'm more selective. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have people where I feel like, oh, this person is just for sex. Even if that person is just for sex, they meet criteria. Right. You know, this person is a good person. You know, this person takes care of their business. This person has a job. This person has these things. So even if we have a kid and we decide to just co-parent, you know, I know that I'm dealing with someone who I'm not going to have to worry about being a bad person to me. You know what I'm saying? Attacking me, trying to put me on child support or all of this stuff. She knows my qualities as well. Like, oh, you know, he takes care of his kids. He does this. He does that. And so on and so forth. So ultimately what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, is whether or not you making these choices, that you should definitely be better at choosing your partner. Because that's you know what I'm saying, whether it's just a sex partner or somebody that you're trying to take in the long run, you should be better at choosing them. So people aren't good at choosing them. They're like, hey, this person just got good sex. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is things that we're learning from the conversation. Everybody, women, like, hey, it's just sex. We don't need no attachment. We don't need this. We don't need that. But a majority of women got a baby daddy who they don't fucking care about. The baby daddy ain't in their life. All of these things. So it's like, okay, cool. We can say these things, but what do we do to better it? How do we learn from it and become better?
Look, that's on the individual. You're never going to be able to better the entire community. So look, all you can say is, look out for yourself.
I'm not trying to...
Jermaine, I'm not going to keep reading your comments if this is what we're going to be doing. Jermaine says, don't let a $7 sundress cost you $70,000 in child support. Okay.
Really? Really?
Jerry says, but also when you have kids, you are more selective who you want to possibly be around your kids. And Nikki says some people never learn.
Because I'm very selective on who I choose. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just... I don't just chase somebody, you know what I'm saying? It's been people who felt like I was attractive, wanted to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? But like, I just didn't like a lot of things that was going on in their life. You know what I mean? Like the type of drama that they had with their baby fathers or whatever the case may be, just didn't suit what I wanted in my life.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, yeah, you good looking. You know, you got things, but I don't like that. I don't need that drama over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need this dude at me for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your stuff in order before we can talk.
Right.
You know? And these are just things that I've learned from dealing with women who was out here having drama, having this, having that. You know what I mean? And as I move forward, I'm older now. Okay, I'm not going to deal with that. I don't care if you're attractive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to lead nobody on in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because people can get things misconstrued. These are just things that I've learned from making all of my mistakes coming up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Rushing into sex. You know, not being open enough to tell somebody that I just wanted sex. You know, all of these things. So when we talk about it and everybody, you know, is like, hey, you know, we grown, we this, we that. But yeah, okay, I understand that. We are grown, you know. So the people who are listening, you know, definitely learn from the things that you've been through and try to focus on becoming better going forward so you don't make these same mistakes. You know, it's not a question about, because, you know, we were talking about women playing hard to get was the first topic. You know, it's cool, you know, that you're a grown woman and you can do what you want to do. But you also need to learn from your mistakes at some point in time. You know what I mean? You can't keep going through life doing the same things. You're going to keep on facing the same obstacles. And you're going to wonder why.
You said you're a rare breed.
I think I am.
You're one of a kind, sir.
I think I am. And it's definitely a rarity for a man, especially to be able to learn from his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm open. You know, I talk about my mistakes. I talk about what I did wrong. I know when I do wrong. I'm conscious of it. I can say I'm sorry. All kinds of stuff that I learned, you know, because I used to be just, I'm introverted still, so I'm still kind of closed off, but I've learned how to express myself to the people that I care about, you know what I mean? To tell them certain things, because back when I was just dating and I was young, me being introverted, I'm not going to tell you that this bothered me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that this got on my nerves.
Hey,
or
Taisha.
You not doing what I want you to do sexually or whatever the case may be. I'm going to go ahead and just cheat on you because you ain't doing nothing. That was younger me, you know. So now, I'm older. I'll give you the chance to correct it. You know what I'm saying? And I expect the same in return, you know. Like, hey, if something bothering you, something I'm not doing, let me know. I'll try to fix it. You know what I mean? I'll step up and do whatever it is that you need. You know what I mean? But this is just all coming from learning and experience, you know. I never did these things before. So let me try them and maybe it'll work out better in my favor. You know what I mean? Because we don't necessarily want to just be alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that people, you know, don't want to run into the same things and stuff like that. But as humans, we don't want to be alone.
Right.
You know, we're looking for someone to be with and stay with. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's about learning from your mistakes, working on yourself, you know, and moving forward, trying to be better. If you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know how to be better or don't want to be better, you know, those are things that you need to take as signs to leave people alone. Like, this person doesn't want to change. this person wants to continue to do the things that they do, live the way that they live, I need someone who wants to improve. You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, I want to improve financially. Everybody wants to improve financially.
Right.
But somebody may not want to improve romantically, or improve as the father, or improve as, you know what I'm saying, in these other different areas. So it's like, you got to want to do better for yourself, you know? If it's a man, you dating a man, he got kids, and you like, man, you should go see your kids, go check on your kids.
Yeah. You
know, for one, it should be a strike because you even had to tell him that. For one, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't never looking at your kids.
Right.
But if his excuse is his baby mama this, his baby mama that, you should want to be a better father, period. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how she's acting, you should want to be a better father. You should want your kids to look up to you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was with my son yesterday, and he was like, Dad, I want to be just like you. I'm like, damn, I want my son to be better than me, honestly. You know what I mean? But the fact that he told me that was like, man, you know, like, I want to show my son values that most little boys don't see from men. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my son to see miscellaneous women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want my daughter to see miscellaneous women. You know, I'm trying to learn from all of the things that I see. You know what I mean? Because there's guys out here dating. This woman don't work out. My kids done been around her. Or I'm over here with the next woman with my kids.
Yeah.
Like, no. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that you should do. You know what I mean? So it's just, like, I don't want them to see those type of things, because I don't want them to think that that type of stuff is okay. Like, oh, you know, my son, like, oh, it's cool to move on from woman to woman. My daughter, like, hey, if a nigga leave me, he leave me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. So it's like, I know that they looking at me. So I need to better myself. I need to be the best man that I can be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect, granted, but if somebody tell me something, I'ma listen. I'ma try to adjust myself. You know what I'm saying? And move differently, because I don't want to just be known for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you this, you stubborn to this, you won't listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I should try to listen. Maybe I should try to understand where this person is coming from. You know, what can I do to, you know, be more understanding to this person? Because I don't know how they feel. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you never can really grasp how somebody feels about something. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not in the position. So it's like, what can I do to make myself be like, okay, if I was in this position, how would I feel?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Going back in our comments a little bit, Jerry said, keeping it 100, it all starts at home. For a man, if you've never seen a man treating a woman well, you don't know how.
Right.
As a woman, if there's not a man in your life showing you how a woman is supposed to be treated, you end up dating that lifelong fuck boy.
Right. Because I could easily be fucked up because of the things that I saw growing up. You know what I'm saying? I could easily be fucked up. I grew up in an abusive household. You know what I'm saying? I could be out here smacking y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I learned from this, that this isn't right. You know what I mean? I shouldn't take my anger out like this.
Yeah.
You know? And these are the things that you need to learn from. You know what I mean? Because some people see this stuff and they just blow it off as something that didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People get over things too easily. You know, people like, oh, this person dead to me, whoop de whoop whoop whoop, move on, and they don't look back at why they're doing what they're doing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Why this isn't working? What can I do to change that? Because if you don't, you're going to move on to the next relationship and you're going to be doing the exact same thing you were doing before. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm in a relationship and it failed, I need to look at that relationship now. I need to see why this relationship failed. You know, why it went the way it went. You know, so I can learn from it and move forward and be better.
Aisha says, so true. Preach, church, Cinco de Mayo. Just keep saying that.
Right, Cinco de Mayo. But yeah, just, you know, always reflect. Always look at yourself.
These are Reese's closing thoughts.
Oh man, we done went through an hour that quick. I don't even know. I've been talking a majority of this podcast. But yeah, just, you know, always look at yourself. Look at, you know, what's going on in your life. Look at ways you can change your life. And look at the ways that you want your life to change. And those things will help you going forward as far as dating, you know, financially, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you know, because if you're stuck in a rut somewhere, your relationship on the rocks, whatever the case may be, if you can't look at it and internalize what's going on and how to change it, you're going to forever be stuck there, you know, so yeah, just look into what, you know, the things that you want to change and how you want to change them, and, you know, adjust accordingly, you know. That's it.
Sorry, I don't have anything deep to end with, so I'm just going to do another plug. Shop Melanin Mafia Apparel. They sent you this shirt. You got some merch? Send it to me. Yeah, it's
right,
at melaninmafia.com. Melaninmafia.com.
Yeah, and they got some pretty dope stuff. I've seen it. I like it. I might purchase me something so I can be on here with, like, you know, like the graphic tees, because this one here has a graphic tee every week.
A collection of graphic tees.
So, what's it say? Self-reflection is the best, but everyone does not know nor what to do. Yeah. A lot of people ain't even self-reflecting.
Shout out to Jerry's son. He's 15 today. Happy birthday.
15.
That's a good birthday. Man, Cinco de Mayo is your birthday.
Man.
Imagine how he's going to celebrate when he's 21.
Hard.
Everyone will be getting drunk with you because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Man, you 15.
15 years old.
I still got the baby picture of him at my mom's house, like, with the little jean jacket and everything. My man 15 now. That's what's up, though. Happy birthday to him.
You're on your way to having a grown man.
Right. He about to be grown out here.
Yeah, you are very late. What's the subject?
I said, when we gonna put the men's group together for me to speak at?
The show is over, Bradbury, but I feel like that's not your name. What was it?
Oh, the subject, we were talking about women playing hard to get in their 30s.
Yes.
And it transformed into a lot of different topics, you know, from there. But it started as women playing hard to get. And we got into a bunch of, like, you know, wanting to change, learning from your mistakes. Self-reflection. You know, just a bunch of different things. I think all of these things that we talked about go hand in hand with that, because, you know, if you're not taking the proper time to feel someone out, you know, then you just running through the same cycle. You're gonna date a guy, you know, have sex with him soon, probably be a bad relationship, and then you're gonna move on to the next who, you know, you feel is a good guy and do the same thing with.
He says women do play hard to get. I feel like you're in the minority who feels like women don't play hard to get.
I feel like they don't. What woman have you been with that took what woman have you talked to that took you over 90 days to take her to the bedroom?
Jermaine said, we also found out that he's fuckboy president. You are. We didn't find that out. You told us.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't do that. We didn't assign that to you. You assigned that to yourself.
But I haven't waited 90 days since I was young. I haven't waited 60 days.
Guys, he's totally lying. He
Since I was
60 days with me. Okay. I'm lying. I am actually the one lying.
So, what I'm saying about, you know, and I'm not dissing nobody. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to.
That was easy to get.
I'm not trying to low blow nobody or nothing like that. That's not my thing. That's not what I'm trying to do. Hey, I'm just saying, if a woman is playing hard to get, she's taking you into a long process. 30 days or longer. You know, dating, conversating, getting to know one another, whatever. That's playing hard to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like, oh, she just like teased you one night and kicked you out, and then the next time you came over, or a week later, she gave you something. That's not playing hard to get.
I'm taking notes for future reference.
That's not playing hard to get.
Playing hard to get. Must wait 60 days next time.
So that's where I say I don't see how y'all saying it, because in Bradbury for sure. Me and you talk every day. I know these women that you're talking to.
He says he has
are not playing hard to get.
So it takes him 2 weeks, but the women
that's
he
not
wants,
hard. That's not
the
hard
women he wants play hard to get, but the ones he don't want, they just give it on up in them 2 weeks real quick.
But it's another aspect too, because sometimes the ones you want don't really know if they want you. So that's not playing hard to get. They just don't know if they just on the fence about dating you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I like them, maybe I don't. You know what I mean? And you got women out here that know that they don't like you, but they still play around with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's also not playing hard to get. That's just leading somebody on. So that is what I'm talking about as far as, you know, playing hard to get. But if women are taking these steps to change because, okay, you done ran into so many fuck boys, ladies, fuck boys. Y'all done ran into so many fuck boys.
Because y'all are born that way.
Right, you done ran into so many fuck boys. So now what are you doing to change the tide? How are you learning from this to move forward and feel guys out more? You know, it can't just be, oh, he attractive, I like him, he's cool, he makes me laugh. Like, it has to take more than making you laugh to get you in the goddamn bed. For sure. Like, women be like, oh, he's so funny, I'm gonna take my panties off. And it's fucking true because there's memes about it. But I mean, it should take more than that. The motherfucker should be more than just funny. You know what I'm saying? Because making you laugh isn't going to do a lot of other things for you.
I'm not going to just allow you to just put this on women. It takes accountability on both parts, both sexes, men.
But we know...
Men, raise your standards and don't just go sticking your penis everywhere.
True. But we know that a majority of men are doing that.
Hey, Devin, I don't know
so
why you didn't get a notification. Did you turn on the bell?
Right. Turn on that notification bell so y'all know when we coming on.
Hey, Kaylee.
But knowing that most men are trying to get in your drawers, right? Mm-hmm. You know this as a woman, right? Growing up. You know that these men are trying to just trying to have sex with you. So how are you trying to prevent that? How are you trying to weed these people out? How are you learning from it? Because you know this already. So this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all say that. You know. If you know, why aren't you playing a little bit harder to weed out this man who just wants to get in your pants?
What if we just want to get in his pants? Like, he should weed us out.
He should.
Does she just want me for my penis? Is that all she wants from me?
He should. And I'm pretty sure it's men who done been hit with the what you about to do and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Jerry said, preach. Devin said, all the draws. There is no way to prevent niggas to leave a baddie alone. Katie says she tells guys she has 5 kids and it keeps them at bay. They're like, oh, 5 kids. All right.
See, and that's a good thing right there, because now you know that he ain't willing to take it there. He can say he like you all he want to.
See?
But if he say he ain't willing to take that on as a man, he cutting himself off. And you saving yourself the trouble of somebody that you could have slept with that don't even want to deal with your children.
See? Brad Berry said, bingo, Paulette. I know, like sometimes we as women are allowed to just want the draws too. Maybe we just want the draws. Y'all not the only ones.
I'm not saying that that's not a...
Devin said, niggas gon' nig.
Right, I'm not saying that women can't just want to have sex, but that's what we were talking about. We were talking about just all, the self-reflection. What are you learning? What are you doing?
Like maybe we don't want to play hard to sometimes.
If you just want to
have sex with you.
If you just want to have sex, are you telling him that? Are you being clear that this is just about
No, we're going to have sex with him and then I'm going to block your number tomorrow.
She telling the truth. She's telling the truth.
I am actually telling the truth.
Y'all ain't learning from y'all experiences and y'all mistakes. And I'm trying to help you learn, be better. That's it.
All right.
You know what I mean?
He's telling us to fix our lives.
I'm not trying to scold you. Y'all all grown. Y'all can all do what y'all want to do. You can chase as many women as you want. You can chase as many men as you want. But at some point in time, you have to learn from your mistakes.
But how is a woman just wanting sex with a man, how is that a mistake? Maybe I don't want to learn from that. Like, maybe that's just what I want to do.
Because you may have just wanted to have sex and now you got a baby. From somebody you didn't want to have a baby with.
Didn't I say that's why you be safe?
And you do, but everybody's not doing that. So...
Bradbury says he's turned down women a plethora, if that's how you spell it. I don't think that's how you spell it, but I've turned down women too. But see, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. We're talking about that's growth. Jerry said, "Straight ghost that ass." Like what? Look, okay. We did what we needed to do.
As a young age, you might have just knocked them all down and not cared. Now as you're getting older, you can't just hit all of them.
Jermaine said, "Dang, I ain't had a Fago in so damn long." Stop. You're not allowed to comment. Can I turn off commenting privileges?
Get you one. You down there in North Carolina, I know it's hard to find. But remember Tony found that orange one for me at
you gotta find a Michigan person to send you a care package. I send my brother Michigan care packages. He's in Virginia. I send him Fagos and Better Made chips. You gotta find a care package individual.
Right, so
put a coney in there. I mean, the coney is probably gonna give you food poisoning by the time it gets to you, but it might be worth it. I don't know.
You might die trying to eat it, but hey.
Jermaine said he'll behave. I don't believe you, but all right. I'll just take your word
on here,
for
it stopped at when he said president of the fuckboy on here. This shit ain't showing nothing.
Look, we got some internet technical difficulties going on. I just keep restarting my video over and over. That's all of these things go hand in hand, because you can do what you want. You can move the way you want to move. You know what I mean? If you just want the draws off that guy,
some of these choices are going to land you in bad places. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my life to be fucked up. I've went through enough fucked up things in my life.
Jerry said, Maurice, all that hoeing caught up to you. Now you preaching.
Oh, man. You think I'm sorry?
Oh, I forgot. Like last week, I was like, look, we need to have a one-on-one conversation, Jerry, because I need to know what was going on.
But I learned. I learned and I grew as a man. Period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, I did my thing. I was young, whatever. But I learned and I grew as a man. So, at some point in time, you know what I'm saying, we can't still be running around here talking and acting like we 15 and 18 and whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because we were young and we didn't know better back then. Now we know better and we still doing the same dumb shit. No, we can't do that now. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 kids I gotta feed. I can't afford to be out here acting like I was acting when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if it's preaching, it's preaching, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I learned from the shit that I did, the mistakes I made. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be out here with a 3rd child and a woman ain't picking it up, coming to see it, doing none of that shit, because I got that in my life already. So,
No comment.
I think I want to do that shit with a 3rd person. I mean, not a 3rd person, a 2nd person, but a 3rd child. But point I'm making, you think I want to do that? You know what I'm saying? I should have felt this person out longer. You know what I'm saying? I had a kid with this person within 4 months. You know what I'm saying? That's a mistake.
Damn,
I shouldn't.
Sheesh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with your comments. I'm having so many technical difficulties today. I can't even read what you guys are saying.
Hold on,
I'm sure you're saying great things.
Oh yeah, I see. I'm glad. Thank you for applauding my growth. But yeah, like, you know, I gotta learn from these things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm dating somebody and 4 or 5 months down the line we talking about I missed my period and this, that, and the third, and you know what I'm saying? Yes, I definitely do want to learn from my mistakes.
You can be like, now I gotta push you down the steps, and I didn't even want to have to do this to you.
You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna push you down those steps.
All right. Now you gotta wake up to me with hangers and shit.
Now I'm
between
gonna
your legs.
accidentally punch you in the stomach.
Right.
All right. Okay. I'm just kidding, guys. Domestic violence is not funny.
But
yeah.
But yeah, you know, hell yeah, I learned from my mistakes. You know, I don't want to keep running into this wall. You know what I'm saying? That I've been running into. I've ran into so many different obstacles throughout my life, trying to figure it out and shit like that. Okay, yeah, I fucked up right here. What can I do to change that? So, yeah, you know, the women playing hard to get is just something that women can learn from. If you out here and you still doing it the same way that you was doing it back then, maybe you should change the way you moving, and the way you are selecting men, and the way you dating men, and when you decide to give it up to a man. Maybe you should change all of that.
Y'all, I really can't see your comments, and I'm so upset because I feel like y'all might be saying something interesting.
Hold on.
You know I'm the keeper of the comments. Reese, help. Dang.
My pullout game is Trinidad. My pullout game stronger than Superman. Boy, what are you talking about? Because I had kids off of definitely not pulling out. Nigga. Like, just to be honest, I wasn't doing it.
His judgment game.
My judgment on who I chose, yes, was bad. I'm late to the party, but yes, people finding out about babies 2, 3, 4 years later. Damn, I gotta hit see more. Hold on, Christian.
I'm gonna get it together for us,
being
so we can
saved.
see our comments. I'm having some issues today. One day, Reese is gonna get Wi-Fi to make this.
Stop
easier.
attacking me about Wi-Fi, okay?
He won't get Wi-Fi. Join us in 2019, please.
let me handle my bills and my situation the way I handle it, all right? You know what I mean?
Jordan,
let me rock the way I rock.
Okay? My hot spot can only do so
But
much.
anyway, you know, yeah, making better. You gotta make better choices in the people that you pick. So yeah, okay, if you wasn't playing that hard to get and you've been, you know what I'm saying, liking this guy quick, having sex with this guy quick, and all of this shit, yes, you definitely need to change the way you make your decisions. Maybe I should hold out. Maybe I should take it longer. Maybe I should get to know this guy a little longer. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe he should hold out.
He should, but
look, I'm
not taking.
I'm always gonna say that the scales of responsibility are always even.
I'm not saying that
we're not gonna sit here and just put it on women.
I'm not putting it all on women. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes doing the same thing, but this is the thing, right? So men are chasing women, and you may run into a man who chasing you, who got 3 kids, got 4 kids. So you should be able to make the decision automatically. This is not the guy. Like, because he's moved on through these women and did this, and that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? And he's over here, you know, trying to do the same with me. You know what I'm saying? If he's different, I should take my time with him to see if he's different. If he, you know what I'm saying? If through you taking time, not giving him none, getting to know him, if he leave in that time period, then you just saved yourself some drama. You know what I mean? But learning from your past mistakes and moving accordingly shouldn't be a bad thing. It shouldn't be something, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't learning from their mistakes. Man. So you are in a world where people aren't doing it. So you say that it goes both ways. But how many men have you met that want that? That want better for themselves? That want to change the way they approach women and chase women? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or the same with women.
I'm sorry, I can't see them, so we just have to listen to Reese talk. And he does.
And she say, Christian said, I'm sorry. She normally reads the comments, so I'm sorry.
I do, but I'm having some technical stuff.
Christian said, they won't if we don't. Brad, hold on, Brad. The problem is tough. Like, I hold my wife to a high standard, so it makes my decision with dating today very easy, but frustrating at the same time. Should I hold out or should I settle for less? See, and we be faced with those decisions, you know what I'm saying? Because being lonely plays a part, right? You could have been single for how long, you know, and now you just longing for the companionship. Mm-hmm. So you might be willing to settle for something that you know is not what you totally want, you know, because you longing for this affection now because you haven't had it in a long time, you know. But also, like, learning from your mistakes, you know, because I've been there. I don't know if everybody else have, but I've been there. You know, I've been single for two or more years, 2.5 years or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I got to a point where it was just like, shit, you know, and I may have been willing to ignore things versus, you know, if I was just fresh out of a bad relationship. You know what I mean? Because it's harder to get with a woman that's fresh out of a bad relationship than a woman that has been out of that bad relationship for a long time. Mm-hmm. You know, because their needs are different. You know, this woman who just got out this bad relationship doesn't want to run into another bad relationship. You know, this other woman, you know, her needs ain't been a long time. It's a whole bunch of other factors going in there. So as far as learning from, you know, mistakes, this stuff will sway your decision making on how you choose to move forward and pick the people that you're dating. Right. You know what I mean? Man.
But yeah. Y'all, we've been here for like an hour and a half. This show
Yeah,
hour
we
long.
got an hour and a half show.
I would like to go feel the warmth outside.
That's right.
I love y'all, but
we was only supposed to do an hour.
Want to be in the house.
We've been here for a little bit longer. So yeah. So in closing, you know, learn from your mistakes. Learn from your past dating experiences. Don't just be out here dealing with people for the sake of, you know, they funny or you like them or they cute to you or whatever the case may be. Definitely take the time out to get to know these people. You know what I'm saying? We in our 30s now. We really don't have the luxury of just keep on making these mistakes.
You're trying to say we're dying.
No, I'm not trying to say we're dying. I'm trying to say that we can't afford to keep making these mistakes. We can't keep having babies with the wrong people. We can't keep spending 3-4 years with the wrong people. We can't keep doing that. So, you know, learn, be better, do better, you know, and
Reed's just gonna start giving us closing words every episode. It becomes a requirement.
Man, I'm just trying to help y'all, man. I'm a person that learned from his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the best man that I could be. I'm a single father. I take care of both of my kids by myself, and I just want to be better, and I want to be in a better situation. You know, as far as, you know, dating or whatever the case may be. So, you know, that's all from me. But
I don't have any awesome words. I just want to go outside because it was warm out there.
Right, she's just trying to get out here in the sun.
A little vitamin D. Look, it's been winter for 9 months, okay?
Yeah, I feel you.
This is the Michigan struggle. Like, I need to get out there and just feel the breeze.
But yeah, y'all get with us Sunday, 3 o'clock. We going live every Sunday, 3 o'clock. If you miss our live videos, we are on all the podcasting platforms. All Apple Podcast, Spotify, all Google Podcast. All that. Whatever. You can listen to us on the way to work, at the gym. You can join the conversation anytime if you don't make these.
Yes. And I do go back and respond to late comments.
I feel you, Christian. We gotta figure it out. We gotta do better out here. It's tough. It's definitely tough. And man, dating is getting harder, getting older, and we still run into people with the same mentality as when we were 18 and 15 and all that stuff. So, you know, we gotta change the way we think. We gotta, you know, not accept the same things that we accepted younger, and be better. You know, want to be a great person. I want to be a great person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to not think that, you know, I don't want people to just be like, oh yeah, Reese, you fuck with Reese? That nigga ain't shit. Ain't nobody about to say that shit about me. Nobody about to say that shit about me. I hear that shit too much from women who have bad baby fathers or whatever. Not about to get that from me. My baby mama can't say none of that shit. And if she do, she's a stone cold lie because she don't even got the kids. But
no comment.
But yeah. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Yes. Enjoy Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Go have a margarita.
We'll be back Sunday, 3 o'clock.
I wish I would have had some like authentic tacos right now. Yeah.
Authentic tacos. That would be good.
Like not Taco Bell.
Right. Well, you know, there's some taco spots around here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's talking about the plan for the nice weather. Hey. Man. Hey, enjoy that. Enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Please do. We need this. We earned this. We made it through winter.
It's been a long time.
We earned this. Even though I had a dream last night that it snowed. But that was a nightmare, actually. No.
Yeah, it wasn't a dream.
But yeah, we'll see you next Sunday because I want to go outside.
All right. Catch y'all next Sunday, 3 o'clock.
Probably won't be an hour and a half.
We out.
It was a long show.
It was. We out of here.